What's up, guys? I'm Bino the Investor, and today we're going to talk about my 5 favorite Warren Buffett quotes that I live by on a day-to-day basis to remain successful in the stock market. Quote number 1. The important thing is to know what you know and know what you don't know. So let's break that down in simpler terms so we could really understand what Warren Buffett was trying to say. Don't invest in something you don't understand. If you don't understand it, that's when it's time to take a step back and learn what you can. Do some research. Your iPhone is a supercomputer. Everybody don't got an iPhone, so if you do have an Android, use your handheld supercomputer and figure out what you need to do to get to the next level with whatever you're trying to do. So whether you're investing in stocks, investing in crypto, investing your time into something new, if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to get into real estate and you don't quite understand the whole game, you might want to read some books or do heavy research before you put so much time and energy into something that you don't quite understand. It's okay to not know things. You don't have to know everything. So what's really going to put you to the test is if you can outwork the next person and learn more to take your game to the next level, to make a great investment on whatever that is you're trying to do. So let's jump right into quote number 2. You cannot make a good deal with a bad person. Let's break that down, even though it is already really simple. Don't do a deal with someone you don't trust. That's how I break that down. I can't do a deal with someone I don't trust because they could play me at the end of the day. So whether we talking about in the streets, whether we talking about guys in suits and ties, not everyone is to be trusted. Now, if a person has had your back 100% your whole life, or ever since you met this person, like we call a day one, then don't be afraid to go into deals with these people. So just don't do a deal with someone you don't trust. The only person you can really trust is yourself and people that have had your back 100%, just like you've had theirs. Let's get into quote number 3, man. Don't buy a stock unless you think it's undervalued. We're gonna buy low and sell high. That's easier said than done, most might say, correct? All of the masses know you buy a stock when it's low and you sell it when it's high. But how do you know if it's low? How do you know if it's undervalued? One of my favorite methods to use is looking at the top 52-week low companies. So for instance, Nvidia is one of my favorite stocks right now. It's getting beat up. I love buying stocks when they beat up. I don't like buying stocks when it's in the bull run. I like buying stocks when they down low, getting beat up, and everybody is fearful as a motherfucker. Most people will buy it as they think the stock is going to the moon. My FOMO kicks in when stocks get super low and super close to their 52-week lows. I know these companies are good quality companies. Why are they at this undervalued price? Due to the state of the economy, there's short sellers in the market. There's people that have access to info that we do not have. We have to be bottom feeders if we're an everyday trader. Let's jump into quote 4. Whether we're talking about socks or stocks, I like buying quality merchandise when it is marked down. Okay, let's break that down. Price dips are an opportunity to increase your positions. If you have an opportunity to increase your position on a great company when it hits these low prices, you have to dollar cost average. You gotta hang in there if you know this is a good company. Now, if you made a mistake and you didn't do your due diligence on a company before putting a shitload of money into it, well, then that's your fault. You might want to get out of this company if it just no longer makes sense to you. You don't want to ride it all the way down to the bottom. We really have to pay attention to what's going on in the world today to look at stuff from a common sense point of view. Just like for me, I'm diversifying my streams of income. I'm trying to get as much income as possible so I could buy my favorite stocks when they are super beat up. At this moment in time, I am dollar cost averaging with a few of my favorite companies. I don't have 10 companies that I'm invested into. I have a few great companies that I truly believe in that I totally think are totally undervalued at this time. And as long as I understand what this chart is doing, then I will be A-O-fucking-K. I don't get scared of what the news says. I don't get scared of what YouTubers say about the market collapse. The market collapsing is a great thing to me. I jump up out of my bed and say, hooray, when the stock is going down, because I know I'm going to get great positions on these dips. Can't buy every dip. You got to be smart with what you're doing, but don't fall for the information overload and be scared to take a risk. You must take risks to make shitloads of money. And if you want to be rich, you're going to have to follow these recipes. And Warren Buffett is one of the greats. So do your due diligence, get some money, spend some money, invest some money, have fun, and do what you think is best for you. If you want to work a job the rest of your life and you don't want anything better and you don't want to be around your kids, then maybe this isn't for you. That's okay. It's not for everybody. I understand that I'm a risk taker, and I know there's a bunch of fucking risk takers out there. You gotta find it within yourself and outwork the people around you. Quote number 5, which is my favorite, especially with what we're dealing with in the current world today with these collapses in the financial markets, food shortages. Every decade or so, dark clouds will fill the economic skies and they will briefly rain gold. Okay, so what did I just talk about? Getting great deals on great companies due to the state of the economy. I want the market to fall. I am going to get rich if I can get these great companies at these prices that they're going to. And it's not if, it's just a matter of when. I'm sitting back with all my dough, ready to pull that trigger when I know the time is right. You gotta be patient with your investments. Stuff does not happen overnight. Diversify your streams of income. Be patient. Have consistency. And understand what you're doing. Take some time to really change your way of thinking to get rich. I really enjoyed being able to share this with you because I love Warren Buffett and I live by these quotes on a day-to-day basis. I break them down in different ways in my mind, and there's so many other cool things that Warren Buffett has said. I just don't want to talk for an hour plus. So without further ado, peace out, y'all. Everybody go and get that money.